Hi, thanks for watching. So in this video, I'm going to show you what kind of search volume there is for the services in your area, as well as the traffic you could expect when you have a website that's ranked at the top of Google search. And then we're also going to take a look at the top competitors in this area and how you're going to beat them. So what I've done is just a quick search for cleaning service in Spring Hill, and I pulled up all the top competitors here. And it seems like the top two are actually national companies that just have a Spring Hill back page, and then we have one actual company, even though they aren't located exactly in Spring Hill. It seems like they're just outside. But what I've done is I've taken them and taken all their websites and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds on the website and then ranks its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. Now, what you can see here is that some of these national companies are pretty well established and they're trusted, and then some of the other smaller companies, you have yet to build that trust. But let me show you how that works, what these terms mean, and then how exactly we can beat them for you. So when Google is looking to rank a website, it does so based on two factors. The first is what's called the authority, or the trust that it has in the site. Now, this is basically just a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. So just to quickly define these, if say the local news station did an article for the top 10 best local cleaning companies in the area, and in that article there was a link that the reader could click and it would bring them to your website, that's considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there's a lot of different types of websites or domains that can refer back to yours, any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases, maybe companies that you work with. However, one very important one is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, or phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. These directories are usually all free. It just takes some time to find them, input your information, register the business, and make sure it's exactly shown as it is in Google search. Now, as I was saying, because these companies are national, well established, they have trust. However, just because this is a back page, they haven't created a whole lot of links for this specific page. If we were to go on their main website, they probably have thousands of these backlinks from many different websites. But just on this one specific page for one location of Spring Hill, they aren't pushing a whole lot of power. They're just riding off the power that's already established and the trust that's already established off their national site. Same thing with eMaids. They're a pretty trustworthy site, but they don't have a whole lot of linking coming back to this one site. And then obviously this company, they're fairly small. They also don't have any trust at all and very few backlinks. So this is definitely an area where it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. So we need to make sure that we're not getting links from spammy websites. They have to be authoritative and trusted by Google. And then they also have to be relative to your service industry. And then once we create those links, it'll add some trust to your website, and then we'll be able to get yours on top of even these national ones. Now, the second factor for ranking the website is the content on the page. So if we just take a look here at one of the competitors, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that Google is finding on this web page, as well as the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and in the areas that you offer them in, and make sure we include those on the websites that can be found. So for instance, cleaning services in Spring Hill is being searched 200 times a month. If you were on the first page of Google search, 200 people will be seeing your website every time they search this. Google estimates pretty conservatively that only 10% of those will actually become a lead to your business. So that's potential of 20 new clients, depending on your conversion rate and what kind of client retention you have based on the closing rate of people that actually give you a call and then actually become customers. But that's just off of one keyword. So we can see how this revenue can add up at the end of the month and at the end of the year for the total volume of searches. And we just keep on repeating that same process for all the highest volume keywords. And obviously, based on what you do here, we can do a few different keywords for a few different services, see what else is out there, not just the ones that are on some of the competitor websites. But this just is an example of shows you what kind of volume that there is just off of one keyword alone. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on the site. So if we take a look at one, because this is a location page, they really don't put a whole lot of effort into it. Like I said, they're really just riding off the power of their main page. So as far as Google is concerned, whenever it's looking at a website to rank it, it's going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert you are, and then therefore the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also searching for those keywords. So any kind of service that you offer and then the areas you offer it in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more keywords, the more services, the more locations you want to be found in, the more content we have to add to the page. And as you can see here, there really isn't a whole lot of content on this page, so it shouldn't be as difficult to outrank them locally as it would to compete with them nationally. So if we take a look at the search results, the first thing that comes up is the map pack. You guys are sitting in the second position because this is your home area and there isn't a whole lot of business around you. To optimize this so that way you'll be found in this map pack even outside of your immediate area, there are a lot of things you can do. You want to make sure you're filling out as much information as possible, including all your services that you offer. The business description usually has about 750 characters that you're allowed. We want to put some keywords in there. Then we also want to be adding photos that are geolocated and tagged within your service areas, as well as posting onto your Google profile on a regular basis. Then we want to collect as many reviews, and then we want to get as many of those citations, those name, address, and phone number. We want to be listed in more directories than anybody else on this list, so Google can see you all in the outlining areas. Now, underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up on the list that it's going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites helps you climb and outrank the competition. Then once your website is ranked at the top, you'll be getting all those search volume and all that traffic to the site and a lot of leads coming into the business per month. So I hope this information was helpful and it allows you to scale some of your online presence and shows you exactly what you can expect should you decide to build a website rather than just go through Facebook. But if you have any kind of questions or let's go into any further detail, we'd be happy to answer them. We can talk about some of your goals for the business and we can do some research to find out what it would take for you to reach those and what kind of time frames you're looking at. So please feel free to reach out and I appreciate your time and look forward to talking to you.